समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् Hari Om. So today we start verse 15 beginning with Arjuna Uvacha. अर्जुन उवाच पश्यामि देवांस्तव देवते sorry पश्यामि देवांस्तव देवदेहे सर्वांस्तथा भूतविशेषसङ्घान् ब्रह्माणमीशं कमलासनस्थं ऋषीश्च सर्वानुरङ्गाश्च दिव्यान् I see all the gods, O God, in your body, and also hosts of various classes of beings, Brahma, the Lord, seated on the lotus, all the rishis and celestial serpents. Now, the shifting scenario, as I told you, has again gone from Sanjay to Arjuna. Now, Pashyami, that he says, Arjuna said, Pashyami devans tava deva dehe. I see all kind of celestial beings in your body. And he says, dekho, he says that in your body, Lord of Lords or God of Gods. See, he is seeing the Virat Swarup of the Lord. Now, in the Virat Swarup of the Lord, all the gods with their different powers, that means different aspects of the same power, he can see, and also hosts of various classes of beings. That means different kinds of beings that there are in the world. I told you नभचर थलचर जलचर और जो जमीन के नीचे भी होते हैं वो भी एंड ऑल्सो ही सीज राक्षस यक्ष देव मनुष्य और किन्नर or all these different and even sarpa. Now he says celestial serpents. Now celestial serpent, the divine serpent, is one called Vasuki. Now, Vasuki is around the ring finger of the Lord, but he can assume a huge form, he can assume a less form because he is Divya. He is a celestial being. और यहाँ पे उसको देखो the word that is used is urugam. Urugam जो last line में देखो Sarva Urgan. Urus is chest. Ur, Ur. So Urus is chest and Ga is that which goes. So one who crawls on his chest is Urgas. One who crawls on his chest is called Urugan. Now that is a snake, है ना? Nag or Vasuki, because snakes crawl on their chest. And that is why he says, but he says Divya Urgan. So Divya Urgan means Vasuki. So he sees Vasuki, but that doesn't mean that only Vasuki's form he sees. He sees all serpents are included in this. What he also sees is the divine trinity, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh in their forms. Otherwise, they are the three different powers of the same God principle. But one is a creator, sustainer, and destroyer. Now, he sees all these three because they are personalized forms of gods depicted by Hinduism. Arjun is seeing with his vision. So, whatever the Lord is showing him is what Arjun already knows, the kind of forms Arjun has studied in the Puranas, in the Shastras, तो वही उसको दिख रहा है. देखो ऐसा होता है कि आपकी जो what you see, perception is from your own mind. So it in Arjuna's mind, all these things are there. Bhagwan is showing the form which includes what Arjuna knows and what Arjuna believes to be true. From the scriptures, the Arjun का knowledge था Puran and Shastras and Vedas. तो उनमें ये all these beings are listed, and Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are also listed. And so you see, he sees all these. Now I wait a minute. Celestial serpents हो गया. अच्छा ये हाँ विराट फॉर्म में उनको ये दिखता है. All the devas he sees, all the powers. He sees Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, the Vyashti and the Samashti. Now, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, he sees. Brahma, the Lord seated on a lotus. So, some people interpret it as Brahma, but this is not Brahma, not the ultimate reality, not the Brahma. It is Brahma because he says seated on a lotus. This is the picture of Lord Vishnu, शेष साई, हाँ, जो क्षीर सागर में सर्प के ऊपर लेटे हुए हैं और उनकी नाभि से that kamal has risen, and in that kamal Brahma ji is sitting. Okay, so Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva are all the same entity, and he says Kamalasthanastam means sitting on a lotus. So he sees Brahma ji, the creator, because that was in Arjun's mind. Now अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रं पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपं नान्तं न मध्यं न पुनस्तवादे पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूपम्. He says pashyami, I see. Who? Vishveshwara and Vishwarupam. Vishveshwara is the Lord of the whole world. Vishva Ishwar, है ना, two words. Vishva ke Ishwar, that means the Lord of the world, and Vishwarupam, the cosmic form in which he is perceived by Arjun. Now see, the Lord is showing him what Arjun knows, and in that age, what Arjun knew was all these Rakshasa, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Yaksha, Falani Deg, all this Manushya, Devata, ये सब उनको पता था, तो वो उनको वही दिखाते हैं. अगर आज के दिन में भगवान विराट रूप दिखाएं, तो he will also show you things like satellites and black holes in the universe and all that. So all that is also part of him. So he would show you according to what you know. So here the Virat Roop is according to what he knows. So उनको क्या? I see thee of boundless form on every side with manifold arms, stomachs, mouths and eyes. Now देखो, when an ordinary artist reads this, what he does is, आपने वो कैलेंडर आर्ट में देखा है ना विराट रूप का डिपिक्शन, thousands of heads he'll make, thousands of mouths he'll make with his brush, thousands of arms he'll make. That is not the meaning. The meaning is that this Lord functions through every mouth in the universe, whether it is bird, animal, or human being. He functions through every mouth, he functions through every hand, he functions through every stomach. See, every stomach cannot digest the food unless the Lord digests it. Every mouth can neither eat nor speak unless the Lord empowers the mouth to speak. The Lord empowers the mouth to eat, isn't it? So he says, like even in today's language, when you say that I have 2000 working hands in my company, आप बोलते हैं या नहीं बोलते? I have, हाँ, then you say how many people work in your organization? You say 2000 heads. बोलते हैं ना ऐसे. So this is language. Huh? I have 2000 hands on this project. So when you say, even in today's language, you talk like that. So when he says here that, see, these boundless forms, boundless means limitless. I cannot count. चाहे आप countless कह लीजिए, boundless कह लीजिए. Now he says that, but they are all without function if the Lord does not function through them. So he is seeing a Virat darshan of the Lord that is functioning through every being in the universe. Manifold arms, stomachs, mouth, eyes, neither the end nor the middle nor also the beginning do I see, O Lord of the universe. So देखो, जो oneness है, it is not an objective perception. When you recognize the oneness of the Lord, can you see everything in the world? You can't. You can't. So it is just a concept, it is an idea that every plant, organism, uh, animal, human, insect, anything in the world that crawls or lives or moves is with his power. But you cannot see everything. It is a perception that the Lord functions through them all. And Lord is invisible, he is a power. So when he says, I have so many hands, so many legs, so many mouths, he only means that without me, none of these can function. So this cannot be thought as a caricature of the truth. कि this picture looks like a caricature. You know, people laugh at it. कि ओहो, हिंदूज का जो गॉड है उसके तो हजारों मुख, हजारों प्राण, हजारों मुंह, he is a monster. That is not it. Please understand that these are all objective correlatives of a certain truth, certain philosophical truth. That philosophical truth is that whichever mouth there is, whichever hand there is, whichever stomach there is, I function through it. That is all it is meaning, and not that he has so many of them. So this is a description of the truth that is symbolic of the devatas. Now here, Kiritinam Gadinam Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha Tejo Rashi Sarvato Deeptimantam Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantad Deeptanalarka Dyutima Prameyam Aprameyam. Aprameyam is something which cannot be objectified. Prameyam is within the purview of your eyes, senses. You can, tangible reality can be called prameyam, objectified. And aprameyam, that which cannot be objectified. So if it cannot be objectified, हमारा knowledge कहाँ से आता है? Senses से ना. So when the senses find it incomprehensible, that knowledge is just a concept for you. It is beyond the scope of the senses, therefore it becomes incomprehensible. It is not within the purview of objectification. So this form of the Lord is aprameyam, which Arjun is admitting. पहले तो वो he gives forms. देखो क्या क्या form बताते हैं. I see thee with crown, club, discus and a mass of radiance. पहले तो उन्होंने last verse में उन्होंने ब्रह्मा जी का बता दिया, है ना? The creator Brahma. He is describing the Trinity. So the creator Brahma he has told you. Now he is describing Vishnu. In this verse, he describes Vishnu ji, who is the sustainer of this illusion called the world. Now, he says, what is the concept of Vishnu? This is also objectification of a form. ठीक है ना? Now देखो क्या है? I see thee with crown, club, discus. अच्छा, विष्णु जी का क्या है? किरीट. किरीट मीन्स मुकुट. मुकुट लगाए हुए हैं वो. और क्या है? एक हाथ में गदा. क्लब इज अ गदा. Hmm? And discuss is the chakra. उनका वो सुदर्शन चक्र होता है ना, एक हाथ में सुदर्शन चक्र. Now Vishnu ji is depicted with 4 arms. ओके, 4 arms. तो दो में तो वो शस्त्र हैं, एक में गदा है और दूसरे में चक्र है. Now please notice that the form of Vishnu I am describing to you. He is a destroyer as well as a sustainer. He is a disciplinarian of the human race and all the natural forces. Now, the Gada represents those that are near or within reach. गदा की जो मार होती है वो कहां तक होती है, जहां तक आपका हाथ जाता है ना. तो all those that are near about, he uses the gada. Reachable. Those that think that they are unreachable, those that think that they are miles and miles away, what can Vishnu do? He has got the chakra. And the chakra, when he throws the chakra, it is like today's missiles. It is a missile. It can go and destroy miles and miles and miles away and also come back to him. ठीक है ना. हाँ, इट इज अ थिंग दैट गोज एंड रीबाउंड्स एंड कम बैक्स. ऐसे वेपन्स भी थे, इवन तीर भी थे, which are depicted in the Mahabharata as well as the Puranas, that fire, they go, they kill, and they return back into the where the arrows are kept. Now see here, this is किरीटनम क्लब डिस्कस, ये हो गया. अच्छा, बाकी के दो हाथ क्या हैं? वन हैंड इज पॉइंटिंग डाउन, इट इज स्ट्रेट डाउन. So that hand is saying that if you surrender to me, if you sit at my feet, then what will I do? I will give you abhayadan. The fourth hand is raised up in the posture of what is called as abhayadan. This is a protective gesture. I will make you fearless by protecting you. I will give you my protection. I promise my protection if you come and surrender to me. This is the picture of the four-armed Vishnu. Now you will say कि ये तो biologically true नहीं है. There is nobody with 4 arms. I have told you that most of the symbols in Hinduism are whatever is depicted as forms in Hinduism are mostly symbols depicting philosophical truths or the powers of a certain person through hands. If you go to China, you go to Cambodia, you have these Sahasrabahu. सहस्त्रबाहु की मूर्तियां हैं, सहस्त्रबाहु की देवियों की मूर्तियां हैं, सहस्त्रबाहु, like that. They show 1,000 arms. I've seen myself in China, I've seen in Cambodia, Indonesia, here, there, Thailand, of these big, big statues with these 1,000 arms. Those 1,000 arms are not a monstrosity. It's not a biological monstrosity. It is a depiction of the 1,000 powers of that form. Similarly, here, Vishnu with 4 hands is depicting powers of destruction, powers of protection, powers of sustenance, right? So here, look what he says. Crown, club, discus, and a mass of radiance shining everywhere. This is depicted anywhere. Now here also, it is Arjuna's mind, which is preconditioned by the picture of Vishnu. And also, see, the Christians would see light, light on a mountain. If it's a Christian looking, his mind connects divinity with light. है ना? हाँ. अच्छा, हिंदूज को देखो. For the Hindus, it is Ganga Maya, Mother Ganges. For anybody else who is not a Hindu, it is a polluted river. है या नहीं? उनके दिमाग में ये है कि is the water pure enough to drink? There is a Hindu, puts it on his head, drinks it every day, and bathes in the Ganges every day. For him, it is Ganga Maya. So whatever your perception is, The objective reality, your objective reality is that. हम्म, तो यहाँ पे इनकी अर्जुन की ऑब्जेक्टिव रियलिटी इज द पिक्चर of the four-armed Vishnu and all around blazing like the burning fire and sun. ये देखो again the same. The truth is being, the truth is subjective. You can only recognize it subjectively. But this is the only experience that Arjun is depicting, that it is light. And what light? Burning fire and sun. But he admits that it is incomprehensible because words fail him. He is admitting that words fail me, because he says that this thing is aprameyam. Aprameyam means it is beyond comprehension, beyond my expressing power. Words will ever fall short when a subject experience is uh, described objectively. How can you do it? Like people say, show me how much you love me. How will you show? Love is a subjective experience. No? How do you show that it loves me? Okay. Now then, children, your grandchild will say, I love you up to the moon. Huh? So, and grandmother says, I love you up to the moon and back. Now, ye kya hua? It is nothing, it is only a futile expression of love. So, today's youngster says, how do you love me? He says, Google infinity. Now, Google infinity means endless. Endless. That is all it says. Endless. Now, so you cannot, how can you express something that is endless? So, what I'm trying to come at is that it is something that defies language. Language fails to bring it into its purview. Any emotion like that, which is divine or very deep, language is a pathetic failure in describing it. So you cannot, and that is what he is saying also. He says that it is aprameyam. Ultimately, this last word is aprameyam. That means ये सब है. मैं आपको forms बता रहा हूँ कि it is light, it is brilliant light, it is this, because he tries to find some word which will describe the Lord, but he is not able to. So the last word he says, it is aprameyam. It is not within this. So I cannot, I mean, you cannot see it actually. You cannot see it. और वही डिस्क्रिप्शन जो पहले भी हम कर चुके हैं, लाइक गणेश जी का भी डिस्क्रिप्शन, हाँ, कि कोटि सूर्य समप्रभा, विष्णु जी का भी डिस्क्रिप्शन, दैट सहस्त्र सहस्त्र सूर्य. तो ऐसे it only means that something which you have never seen, something which you have never imagined, it is that kind of effulgence. So that kind of upma is given generally. Arjun here, he is only trying to say that it is as pervasive as light. Light is all round, na? It is not focused in one. Surya ki roshni sab jagah hai, isn't it? Even fire, when you light a fire, does the fire light come only in one direction? No. When you light a fire, the light goes into every direction. So this is depicting a universal format. Light or splendor or sun is depicting a universal format. That means consciousness shines in everywhere in the universe. It is everywhere in every being, and everywhere it is there. So this is beyond language, as he says. Now come to the 18th verse. त्वमक्षरं परमं वेदितव्यं त्वमस्य विश्वस्य परं निधानं त्वमव्यय शाश्वतधर्मगोप्ता सनातनस्त्वं पुरुषो मतो मे. You are imperishable, the supreme being, worthy to be known. You are the great treasure house of this universe. You are the imperishable protector of the eternal dharma. In my opinion, you are the ancient Purusha. This word, the ancient Purusha, is taken from the Upanishads. The Upanishads call this reality as Purusha, and his power is the Prakriti. So, creation takes place when he uses his power of Prakriti, because the Purusha is motionless, actionless reality. Action takes place through his very presence. Action takes place. He himself does nothing. Many a time I have given you the example of electricity, that electricity in itself does nothing, but in its presence, in it with if you contact electricity, it can heat, it can light, it can cool, it can brighten the day, it can do all kinds of things, isn't it? All your electrical equipments, including your mixie and your heater and this and that, all run with electricity. But electricity by itself is motionless, it does nothing. So contact with the supreme reality enables Prakriti to act. And here, that is what he's saying. He's saying you are imperishable, that means indestructible. See, Tvam Aksharam Paramam Veditavyam. He says that you are indestructible. Akshara. The word Akshara means that which destroys. Kshara, Kshara ho jata hai, matlab khatam ho jata hai. It destroys itself. Akshara, that which never will be destroyed. And that is why the syllables, the sound which is considered sacred, is called Akshara. And that is why for the Parabrahma Paramatma, we have an Akshara to symbolize him as Om. Om is phonetic, huh? It is a sound. So we have a sound symbol for the Parabrahma, because it is indestructible. Sound does not get destroyed in the atmosphere. I have said this many times to you. Kenad. There is also a Big Bang theory of creation. You must have heard it. You must have heard of the holy word in the Bible. The Lord is represented as the holy word. Word is what? Sound. Here also, Akshara. Isilye, that is why it is said that don't speak anything which is inauspicious, because it will remain in the atmosphere till it fructifies into a result. So don't say anything bad. So in India, people guard this, that they do not want to speak anything that is inauspicious or bad or wrong. Hmm? So those who believe in it. Okay. So you are imperishable, he says, Akshara. Hmm? And the supreme being worthy to be known, Veditavyam. You are a supreme being, but you are worthy to be known. Everybody should know you. देखो ये बहुत बड़ी बात बोल दिया है इन्होंने. Everybody should know you. That is the goal of life. Always think the purpose of your life. Why are you here? Are you here just to scrounge for food, livelihood, clothes? Huh? Graze here and graze there and graze in this restaurant and have coffee here and have some other drink there or some other. Is that all life is about? Till you can do it. After some time you can't do that. Huh? Then the doctor tells you, आपको घी नहीं खाना है, आपको मीठा नहीं खाना है, आपको फल खाना मना है, आपको then what? So that is the end of all. Think of what is the purpose. The purpose is him who is worthy to be known, know him. And our philosophy always tells you, you are him. You are that, Tattvamasi. So at least know yourself. At least know your reality. The body is only Panchatattva. And your individuality, I, is just a bundle of thoughts. It is just a bundle of thoughts. तो आप क्या हो? When you are in deep sleep, where is the bundle of thoughts? That means your individuality is gone. You don't know your name. You don't know your sex. You don't know who you are. You don't know where you live. आपकी सारी glory जो है, मैं ये मैं वो, सब खत्म. When there are no thoughts, right? Think about it. Think about it. Every day, a picture of your destruction is shown to you, that you are nothing. Yet, when you wake up and the thoughts rise, you start thinking endlessly about yourself. So, the one thing in life which should be done is worthy to be known, know that, know yourself. You are the great treasure house of the universe. What is a treasure house? The treasure house is that on which you can always fall back. The it is because of your treasure that you have a life support. If you do not have a treasure, how do you live? How do you support yourself? So he is the treasure house. You are the imperishable protector of the eternal dharma. Now, you are the one who protects. You are the one. Things change continuously. Continuous change happens. He is the only one that is imperishable, unchangeable reality, and will protect you, will come to your rescue all the time if you surrender, if you ask for that. In my opinion, Arjun now then wonders कि मैंने इतनी बात बोल दी, whether is it true or not, and I'm going on speaking. What am I speaking? So he who is the protector is the essence in everything, because of which that thing is the thing. That is why he calls that you are the eternal protector of the eternal dharma. That means you are protector of the essence of every human being. He is the one who administers the laws in this universe. So, in my opinion, you are the ancient Purusha. Ancient Purusha means the all powerful. So, you do not need the help of anything outside. You just quieten your mind and surrender to Him. Surrender to the Master. Surrender to the one who is the protector, and He will protect you. Don't run after things in the world that will ultimately protect you. None of them will protect you. Each one of you must have got this experience that the contacts that you cultivated, when you really, really need them, and give them a call. Can you do this for me? What is the answer? I would have loved to do it. But some lame excuse that I am out of station, I can't help you. Or I am not able to do it for you because of this, that, and the other. Whatever. Don't they let you down? He is the only one who comes to your help if you are truly surrendered to Him with Ananya Bhav. Believe me, it is true. Believe me, it is true. So we do this much this time, and next time we will do the which verse now? The 19th verse we will do the next time. Huh? So he says, he calls him the father of time, Purusha, Akshara, that which cannot be destroyed is beyond time. So he calls him ancient Purusha, he that always was with the beginning of time, and Akshara Parabrahma, which will be there right till the end. There's no destroying him. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.